Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto News, the crypto news channel. Today we are going to talk about a new crypto company that has just gone bankrupt, yet another. We will also talk about lots of other news. Things have happened around FTX and SBF. Uniswap, which has just launched a new feature which will be very appreciated. We will also talk about NFT, a digital currency launched by a country, and lots of other topics so forth. Those who don't know the channel every day, a summary of the best crypto news of the day, don't hesitate to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss anything. Let's start right away with the crypto course. We are up slightly. We have a BTC at 16800, an ETH at $1,200, plus 0.6%. Overall, the crypto market up 0.2%, but nothing fancy. I wanted to start quickly with the subject around FTX and SBF. SBF, suddenly the founder of FTX, should soon arrive in the United States. The extradition should take place this Wednesday, so today it should not take long. Then we will have the trial in the United States. And besides, we have SBF, which is already in negotiating with the American Justice American to be released on bail. In the United States, perhaps in his house or perhaps under house arrest. We do not know yet. In any case, the negotiations are underway. We will see if the judge will accept or not. It is not sure at all. I now wanted to tell you about the new crypto company that is bankrupt there, that is under Chapter 11 protection of the bankruptcy system in the United States. It's Core Scientific. It's one of the biggest miners in Bitcoin in the world, which represents nearly 10% of the H rate. Either of the computing power of Bitcoin is just huge. It's really a huge miner, and finally, they are no longer profitable with the increase in the cost of electricity and the drop in the price of Bitcoin. They are no longer profitable and they can't really pay their debts anymore. They have full of people to whom they owe money, and suddenly, to protect themselves from all that, they prefer to restructure. So it's something that for most crypto people do when they have no more money. It's a kind of protection regime to be able to reorganize and propose a plan to get out of the bankruptcy system. So we'll see if they will manage to bounce back and get out of bankruptcy. It's really a shame for the crypto ecosystem. We're still also seeing things related to the fall of Celsius from FTX. We have Celsius, which owes more than $5 million to Core Scientific. They have a lot of problems everywhere. We will see if they will succeed, but well, that remains bad news for me. We are seeing the contagion is still taking place. There are plenty of small companies or even large ones that are impacted by the fall of the big crypto, by the fall of FX from Celsius to from BlockFi and from all these other companies. I will now talk to you about the creditors committee of Genesis. I have already told you about Genesis and DCG Genesis. Genesis owes a lot of people money, and the fear is that Genesis will go bankrupt and then cause DCG to go bankrupt. And this causes the worst scenario with the resale of the 600,000 Bitcoin owned by DCG through his company Grayscale. Sorry, full of complicated terms. Say that here we have the creditors of Genesis with whom proposed a plan to Genesis to be able to restructure their debt and pay their debts perhaps over a longer period. It is the debt committee that made this proposal. We should have a return from Genesis soon. That is to say, this week we should know more whether it will be accepted or not. All of this is, of course, to avoid a bankruptcy of Genesis, which would really relaunch a still very complicated process, which could last many months, many years, whose implications are not clear at the moment. So really hope that there will be an agreement that is reached. Now I will tell you about Uniswap, the #1 decentralized exchange, because it has just introduced a popular feature, which is actually the ability to buy cryptocurrency on Uniswap directly from your credit card or even with a bank transfer. It's something that has been launched worldwide. It's available now. I verified me on my Uniswap and it is available. You can buy crypto with the CB. It means that in theory you no longer need to go through a platform, an exchange to convert and make the transaction suddenly euro or dollar to crypto. It is something that we also saw a few days ago with MetaMask, which had made a similar partnership with PayPal in the United States. It may also happen in the rest of the world, and we are seeing this decentralization move forward. The arrival of the financial system directly in the decentralized exchanges, i.e. opening a door to the centralized exchanges or wallet also, we will say of the MetaMask type, to be able to interact with the centralized world, with the banking world, without necessarily going through an exchange centralized which will keep your funds. That means you can go directly to Uniswap and then transfer the funds to MetaMask. And that, I think, is a good thing for people to start to really master their wallet too. master their keys, and who no longer leaves all their crypto on a centralized exchange, sometimes out of laziness. In fact, not having to manage, to configure a wallet, MetaMask, or other, because it is managed directly by the crypto platform J. I now wanted to tell you about Sangocoin. It's a crypto that was to be launched by the Central African Republic. It was to be launched there at the end of the year, and a priori it will be delayed. We remind you that it is launching a kind of side chain. Suddenly a blockchain a little in parallel but connected to the Bitcoin network to link the Bitcoin conversion to the Sango. And there was a fundraiser some time ago, and finally they will try to shift all that. Honestly, I am very skeptical of these crypto and technology that are launching. It could have been a token on the Ethereum network. It could have been something else there. The fact of launching its own blockchain, its own side chain to launch a cryptocurrency of a stage, I find it really borderline. I now wanted to talk to you about NFT with Yuga Yoga, who just announced their new mint, their new NFT collection. We don't have the details yet, but it will happen tomorrow. Jimmy's Trial for Monkey. We should have more information requesting with a movie that is a short that should be out to find out more. And of course, there will be benefits for those who own the Yuga Labs NFTs. And the more NFTs you own, the more you will be in. Let's say more interesting third parties. The best third is those who have an APE Club board and a Kennel Club board, so the dog. We could also mentor just with the APE Club boards. You can do it with the Ape Club Mutants. It will make you such an interesting third. C is of course always with the aim of encouraging people to keep their NFT Yuga Labs. There are plenty of people who go, for example, to throw on the board Kennel Club to be able to be in a more interesting third party. We will see what it's going to give Yuga Labs he doesn't give. I had made the news on the change of CEO there, which took place with the arrival of the former president of Activision Blizzard at Yuga Labs. So he continues to develop their intellectual property. They are going to throw lots of CH there, and of course the big project that's coming for we don't know when it's overside their game on their metaverse, which should be coming soon. Speaking of NFT, we have Scottie Pippins, who is also a legend of the NBA world, who has just launched his own NFTs collection, which sold out in 1 minute 77 seconds. More than 1,000 NFTs have been sold. We can suddenly see that the NFT collections, once again associated with well-known personalities, continue to sell. Even in this bear market period. In this period of bear market, we had Donald Trump, who had managed to sell his collection, and which increased sharply. We had the floor price, which was 0.1 ETH. It increased quite a lot. Finally there it fell to 0.18 ETH. We are still above the price of the mint, which was $99. So there are really a lot of things happening in the world of NFTs despite this rather complicated period for everyone. Here's what I had to say today about the ecosystem crypto. I hope you enjoyed the content. If so, feel free to subscribe, to like, to comment, and see you in the next video.